Brown here from Windsor Chiropractic. I'm going through one of our foundational exercises called the bird dog, and to me it's one of them, a really crucial one for helping pelvic stability. So I've got Dan here who's going to help with my demonstration. So the first part of this exercise is that we want to make sure the knee is nice and lined up with the hip, and we find that neutral part of the spine. It can be useful to sort of do a little bit of a cat movement. So Dan, just relax your that's it, and drop your abdominals down there, and then come up again, and you sort of find where it's about there. It's nice, it feels nice and neutral there. Now, what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to get Dan to tighten up, or tense. So we're not actually going to hollow, just tense. So just relax your tummy there, Dan, and just tense. Perfect, that's it there. So he's tensing the abdominals through here. Sorry, I'll put my hands there. And then the next step is we're going to straighten out this leg, back out like this. Now pop that back down again, Dan. This is a really important other part that I love to do, is we're going to put a book there, and we want to make sure we keep the pelvis nice and stable. The book is a great feedback part of the test. So this again is a test and an exercise. Now we're going to bring that back. Now keeping nice and tense there, Dan, and tighten up your glutes there and your hamstrings, so tightening there. Now the second part is that we're lifting up that the arm, and we want to tense up the glute all the way up to the shoulder, kind of almost like you're pulling them together and making it nice and rigid. Now he's a little bit wobbly there, and so that I'd give that a 3 out of 5 in terms of my assessment. And what that means is we need to get better balance in there for him, and so it's a great exercise. And since we've been mucking around with this, I realised that, so we're going to be working on that, and I'll show you the results of that in a future video. But they're the key parts. Now, if you have trouble with this, if you're wobbly too much, I don't think it's good for your low back and pelvis. So what we can do is a modified version. I think it's good if you're a bit older, or if you've got a few other risk factors, or you get pain in your knees and all these sorts of things. It's good to go onto a bed and do it. So we then straighten out the leg. If we're a bit wobbly, what we might do is just reach your arm out a bit out on the bed, so it gives you a bit of stability. But the key thing is that we're activating the muscles, and we're balancing, because the balance stuff is what activates the nerves. So this can modify it, just so we're still getting a bit of stability in there, or some activation, without too much trauma to the lower back. So that's just a modified part of that as well. Thanks for listening.